Hey everyone, welcome back to Talukdar Helpline. I'm Tyson.
And I'm Nova. It's great to have you here with us again.
Today we're going to talk about something almost everyone experiences, but many people struggle to control.
Yes, today's topic is overthinking. It might sound small, but it can really affect our mood, decisions, and even our health.
So what exactly is overthinking?
It's when you think too much about something, going over the same thoughts again and again without really finding a solution.
Right, it's like your brain gets stuck on repeat. Maybe you said something to a friend and then you spend hours wondering if you offended them, or you keep imagining the worst outcome for something that hasn't even happened yet.
And the problem is, the more we think about it, the bigger it feels. Even a small issue can seem huge when we replay it endlessly in our minds.
Exactly. Overthinking often happens when we feel stressed, uncertain, or worried about making mistakes,
Sometimes it's because we don't know what's going to happen, so our brain tries to prepare for every possible outcome.
which usually means we end up creating imaginary problems that don't exist. I've definitely done that before.
Me too. Like, when I don't know the exact plan for the day, I start picturing all kinds of scenarios, even though most of them never happen.
That's the thing. Our brain thinks it's helping us prepare, but really it just makes us tired and anxious.
So, how can we tell if we're overthinking?
One sign is when you keep thinking about the same thing even though it's not helpful.
Or when you lie awake at night going over something you said earlier, wondering if it was the wrong thing.
Another sign is worrying about things you can't control or about events that are very unlikely to happen.
Overthinking can also show up physically. You might feel tense, get headaches, or have trouble sleeping.
Even small choices like what to wear or how to reply to a message can feel overwhelming if we're stuck in overthinking mode.
And that's why it's important to understand the triggers.
Yes, one big trigger is stress. When life feels overwhelming, whether it's school, work, or relationships, our brain tries to solve everything at once.
Another trigger is uncertainty. If we don't know what's going to happen, our minds often fill in the blanks with worst-case scenarios.
Low self-esteem can also be a cause. If we doubt ourselves, we might worry too much about making the wrong choice or about what others think of us.
And once we get into that habit, it becomes a cycle. Thoughts keep looping, and we feel more and more stuck.
The real problem is overthinking doesn't just take up time. It can hurt our mental health.
If we keep focusing on negative possibilities, it can lead to anxiety, stress, or even depression.
It also affects our confidence. We start doubting our ability to make decisions.
And instead of moving forward, we freeze. Our minds stay trapped in the same worries.
So, what can we do about it? Let's start with mindfulness.
Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. You notice your thoughts, but you don't let them drag you away.
One easy way to practice is to focus on your breathing. Just sit quietly, feel your breath going in and out, and let your thoughts pass by like clouds.
Even a few minutes can calm your mind and give it a break from the constant noise.
Another tip is to write things down. When your thoughts feel messy, putting them on paper can help you see them more clearly.
And often, once they're written down, they don't seem as big or scary. You might even notice patterns, like worrying about the same type of thing over and over.
That awareness is the first step towards change.
You can also set a time limit for thinking. For example, give yourself 15 or 20 minutes to think about a problem, and then move on.
It might feel strange at first, but it stops you from spending the whole day stuck in the same loop.
Talking to someone you trust is another great tool. Sharing your thoughts can make them feel lighter, and you might get a fresh perspective.
Sometimes just hearing yourself say it out loud helps you realize it's not as serious as it felt in your head.
Remember, different strategies work for different people. The key is to try a few and see what helps you the most.
Now, let's look at some vocabulary that can help when talking about overthinking.
Decision. A choice you make after thinking about something. Example, I made the decision to take a break from social media.
Scenario. A possible situation that might happen. Example, let's plan for the worst case scenario.
Tension. A feeling of stress or pressure. Example, the tension in the meeting was obvious.
Outcome. The result of something. Example, we were happy with the outcome of the project.
Depression. A serious condition that causes long-lasting sadness. Example, he sought help for his depression.
It's useful to know these words when you're discussing emotions and mental health.
Absolutely. And remember, if overthinking is making you unhappy, you're not alone.
Now, let's talk about prevention. Things we can do every day to avoid falling into the overthinking trap.
Good time management is one of the best ways. When we feel unprepared or rushed, stress increases, and so does overthinking.
Using a planner or a calendar to organize your tasks can help. Make a list of what you need to do and decide what's most important.
That way, your mind isn't trying to hold everything at once. You can focus on one thing at a time.
Also, set realistic goals. Don't overload yourself with too many tasks.
Small steps are still progress. When you expect too much, disappointment follows, and that fuels more overthinking.
Let's come back to mindfulness for a moment. Another quick exercise is to notice your surroundings, what you can see, hear, and feel right now.
It's a great way to pull your mind back from the what-ifs and into the present moment. Here are a few more words connected to today's topic.
Mental health, your emotional and psychological well-being. Example, daily walks can improve your mental health.
Meditation, a practice to calm and focus your mind. Example, she practices meditation every morning.
Repetitive, happening again and again. Example, his repetitive thoughts made it hard to concentrate.
Perspective, the way you see or think about something. Example, traveling gave me a new perspective.
Prioritize, to decide what's most important and do that first. Example, I need to prioritize rest this weekend.
These are useful words to describe both the problem of overthinking and the solutions.
And remember, managing overthinking is a skill you build over time. It's not about being perfect.
There will be days when you catch yourself doing it again, and that's okay. The goal is to notice it earlier and choose a healthier response.
Overthinking is part of being human. The important thing is to learn tools that keep it from taking over your life.
So let's recap. Overthinking means repeating the same thoughts over and over, usually with a negative focus.
Common triggers include stress, uncertainty, and low confidence.
Signs include racing thoughts, trouble sleeping, and difficulty making decisions.
Helpful strategies include mindfulness, writing things down, limiting thinking time, talking to others, and managing your schedule.
And most importantly, be kind to yourself.
That's right. You're not weak for overthinking. You're human.
Thanks for joining us today on Talukdar Helpline. We hope these ideas help you take control of your thoughts and feel calmer.
Until next time, stay present, take care of your mind, and keep learning every day.
Bye for now.